The Sicilian defense controls the d4 square with c-pawn. The closed Sicilian controls d5 with the knight, and aims for slower development without an immediate d4 push. Knight c6 helps control both the d4 square and the e5 square. Knight f3 develops the knight toward the center and controls the e5 and d4 squares. This move prepares for their bishop to join the action. This move activates your bishop to strengthen control over the center. This move fianchettos their bishop, placing it on a castling kingside tends to be safer because your king is further from the center. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. You permitted the opponent to kick a knight. Their pawn attacks your knight, kicking it out of its current position. For sure you had to move away from the threat. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. You are losing a pawn this way. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. A good choice to move your threatened knight. Capturing your hanging pawn. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. They move the knight to safety. You're kicking their knight out of a useful... A good choice to move your opponent. You are losing. Their knight comes... For sure you have... Their pawn attacks your... You permitted the opponent to kick a knight. This move clears the way to bring... You permitted the opponent to kick a knight. Their pawn attacks your knight, kicking it out of its current position. For sure you had to move away from... Their knight comes into play, attack... You are losing a pawn this way. Their knight comes into play, attacking the center. You are losing a pawn. You are losing a... Their pawn... You permitted the opponent to kick a knight. This move clears the way to bring their bishop into the game. You permitted... Their pawn attacks your knight. You are losing a pawn this way. Your opponent's move wins your pawn. A good choice to move your threatened knight. Capturing your hanging pawn. You're kicking their knight out of a useful square. They move the knight to safety. Ouch! You left your pawn hanging. They found a way to win your pawn. Nice choice. Your recapture also improves your queen's position. Both kings are castled now. You found the move that blocks the attacker. Their pawn attacks your bishop, kicking it out of its current position. Clearly, you don't want to leave your bishop in danger. Your opponent blocked the attack on their pawn, keeping it safe. That was an even swap of material. They exchange pieces of equal value. You trade off equal material, recapturing and developing their queen at the same time. You gain time because your opponent must deal with your threat, moving their threatened queen to safety. You exchange pieces of equal value. A straightforward recapture. Nice move. Your bishop now controls more squares. Their rooks can see each other now, allowing them to provide mutual defense. Good job defending that pawn. Your opponent activates their last piece, bringing all of their forces into play. Giving away your bishop is a mistake, but your position was losing anyway. This move goes after your bishop, which is trapped and cannot escape. Well done, an excellent move. Taking your vulnerable bishop. You attack a bishop, winning a tempo when it moves away. This move puts their bishop on a safer square. That pawn was yours for the taking. They attacked your knight, gaining time as it must move away. Clearly, you don't want to leave your knight in danger. They made one of the top moves in this position. Nice move. Your piece now controls more squares. Your opponent's rooks are doubled on the file, increasing their pressure on your position. This is a fine move. A discovered attack like this one is tough to deal with, and you're losing material. You take back. Capturing your hanging rook? You block the check from an opposing rook. You are going to lose your pawn to this fork. You permitted the opponent to force eventual checkmate. This forces an eventual checkmate. You escape the check from the rook. This move still keeps their checkmate plan on track. You allowed the opponent to checkmate the king. Sorry that one didn't go your way, but it happens to all of us.